Okay, welcome back. We're in RTHD again because we have quite some fun on here most of the time. Okay, dealership's spazzing out a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. 450k, bro. Oh, that's so good. It's only rear-wheel drive. We don't have, it's not 6x6, it's only rear-wheel. But it should have diff locking rear-wheel drive, which should be plenty for what I intend on using it for, so I'm very excited to get that. That will be coming soon. I want to use our new truck a little more. I don't even know if I really used it or how much I used it, if I did. Shiver one. Taking good punch right off the bat. I like it. That seems better, volume-wise. Seems to let you have it really get loud for a moment, not just a minute second. So I wanted to make that light adjustment. Up the mountain we go. Being flat out, only burning 52 liters of fuel, that's not bad at all. And again, we are running light load. That's kind of the reason why we're running light load, is so that we can actually make it up the mountain. And while a heavier load, like the log truck that has crane on it, would pay out better, the amount of fuel you burn in just trying to get up difficult terrain is significantly higher. See if you can do this only just now. I think you can. Yep. Whereas with a heavy load, we'd have had to stop and put it in four-wheel and everything. So we only needed to lock the deck. Even though nobody is up in front of me, people could pass me to get there, I should still be a civilized person and not go Mach 20. Come on. You can do it. Just walk only. Just walk in the lane. Okay. A brief moment of four-wheel drive to get us over that ledge. Oh, even with four-wheel drive you're having a bit of trouble. Okay. These stock tires must be like 50 years old or some shit. Because we have no traction whatsoever when it comes to uphill. Nope, too soon. Too soon. That's nice that it was pulling in first. Too soon. Even that was a little bit soon for it. Not very, but a little bit. Now, what I think is nice about this truck and my 157 is that they're heavy. And you can kind of tell just by looking at them that they would be on the heavier side. For one, they're old. They're 2020s classic modern day Ford Raptor and bullshit. Okay? Sorry. That's not a shot at the Ford Raptor or anything. Just trucks nowadays aren't made the same materials that they used to be made with, and things are a lot more fragile now than they were back then. And that is just the bare truth. I will say our mechanics has advanced extremely in comparison to what it was back then, but at what cost, right? There's always a give and a take. Trucks like this often are still running today, whereas the 2000s car were retiring after 400 to 600,000 kilometers. I mean, I've seen things that push past that. I've seen 2001 Jeep Compass get pushed to 1.1 million kilometers, and it was still running 5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive. Yep, 2001 Jeep Compass. I might have to back check that. I'm almost certain it was 2001 Jeep Compass. I know it was a 5-speed manual, and I didn't expect it to be, because it was on the more modern side of the Jeeps. That was owned by a family friend, and he drove that Jeep halfway across the state and all across Canada. So he still drives that Jeep to this day, as far as I know. He was driving it 2 months ago, so I would imagine that it's still running. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got it to 1.2 million. Wouldn't shock me. It was in really good condition. And most of it was just stock. But the front bumper on that thing was plastic. Had a hole in it. That's all I know. There are still certain things that aren't as reliable. Front bumper on these trucks is made of metal. But these trucks on a 2001 Jeep Compass. Doesn't on. This truck probably doesn't have the best air conditioning. This truck doesn't have, I don't know, 4 seats and good gas mileage. That's a good part to factor in. This truck doesn't have 4 seats and good gas mileage. But this truck can pull nicely. Very nicely, actually. I like this truck. Nice rig. Still think I overpaid in GRT for it. But it is a nice rig. And I still like my 157 more, but that doesn't change the fact that this is a nice truck. That's 60,000 but when we get to the top. Guys, nobody's joined yet. Oh yeah, this is a pretty nice interior. Nice and clean. $119,000. Yay, we're making progress. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Are we a quarter of the way there? We need 450K. 118 by 4 gets us. Does that get us? No, I think that's just shy of 450. 18 by 4. No, that gets us to. Because 10 by 4 is 40. 8 by 4 is definitely more than 10. So that gets us to 450. We're over. We've surpassed a quarter way to our next step. We have passed the 25% marker. That's awesome. No. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Don't die. That's not what I want you to do. You can do it, you big bird over truck. What I like to see. And this is fully stocked too. Because basically just as well as my 157. My 157 might have a little more ease, but my 157 has like 700,000 into it or something. My 157's got much more money into it than this truck does, by at least 200,000. Now, probably, I don't remember what the base price was for that truck, so I really couldn't say. 500K, I think. And this was 520. Okay, yeah, so they're pretty equal. So then that truck has a hell of a lot more money into it than this one does. has better suspension travel for the tires it has, and all the money that's in it. Diff lock. Come on, yeah. That's beautiful. That's absolutely awesome. Just ran right up it. Oh yeah. It's a good rig, it really is. I don't intend to upgrade it. I don't intend to do anything to it. But it is fun to use, so I might end up using it here and now and again. Because it's a nice rig. It's a really good truck just the way it is. No need to upgrade anything on it, just run it the way it is. It's not a monster truck. Don't treat it like a monster truck. Respect what it can handle, and you'll be fine. But even a load like that, taking that timber all the way to 0.4, I think it is, all the way to the end, would be extremely rough. I didn't see how much it gave us. I completely just hit the accept button on that without even thinking about it. Good job, me. What an accomplishment. That first gear has such good power. Decent speed, too. Really decent speed for the first gear, actually. Especially in a 5-speed. Okay, good to know. Outside bars. I don't know when someone might come up around that corner. I don't actually even know. We're only burning 70. Oh, that's insanely good. This is really good on fuel. I'm probably going to stick using this for a while. Probably stick to this until we get to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 8. The fuel consumption on this is really, really good. And it's got good power. It does exactly what I need it to do. It does really well running these simple timber uphill and roadblocks downhill. But really nice. I'm not focused on being the fastest, but it still gets up and goes. Again, it's not the fastest, but I'm not looking to be the fastest. I'm looking to get there and back without trouble. And that's what this truck is doing perfectly. So, it is serving its purpose very well right now. I am pleased with it. It's a good truck to purchase. I think that 700 GRT was a bit much on top of the 520K. Like, if you're going to do 700 GRT, you could have at least got the RT price down and took a 400. 700 and 520, that was a bit rough. So, Here's a really good test. Literally within a few kilometers, but I'm saving 10 meters an hour. Yeah, throttle management helps with fuel consumption as well. I don't mind running in low on the way back because it's like hauling 17,800 kgs. It's quite a heavy weight load. I don't mind restricting myself to 40 kilometers an hour. No problem. It's not like that's overly slow. Like, no, it's not the fastest, but it's not overly slow. And how I do my fuel consumption is, if I'm under 70 liters, I'm happy. 70 liters or less, and I'm generally very pleased with that kind of fuel consumption. I try to stay around that range. So in this case, I know I don't need to go flat out. I could do 90% throttle and still be doing 55 kilometers an hour or higher, and be using somewhere in the 40s for fuel per liter per hour fuel consumption. Now, the reason I don't is because I'm already under 70. I'm not worried about it. It's convenient. It's much simpler for me to just simply slide the accelerator all the way up and leave it there, then I'm just going to modulate it to set it to a certain fuel rate. But it is more fuel efficient if I do take the time and set it to a certain spot where I'm still putting down good speed but saving as much fuel as possible. It is much more fuel efficient, yes. It is not necessary. Because I'm under 70 liters, it's convenient me just setting it to full and not caring, because I don't have to focus on getting a specific number at this point. Oh, that spawned over there, okay. Well, if nobody's grabbed it by the time that I go down there, we're going to grab that section of the map, that black section there. That's a cache box that also holds XP and GRP. The amounts are randomized on all three. within certain limitations, of course. Not bad. But especially with bigger loads, you'll see me ease up on the accelerator more often than with a smaller load, because it's a bigger load and it's better to have caution than it is to go flying through at Mach 1 and then find out at the intersection where you're about to T-bone somebody that you don't have enough braking power to stop, and then you just plow right through them. Yeah. That's why I like going forward, but at the same time, things like this run-up here are very useful for getting up the mountain quickly at lesser cost of fuel consumption. The longer I have those running for, the more fuel I'm going to be burning. So the faster I can get them turned off, the better. Okay, let's see what we get paid for this. I'm actually pay attention to it this time. $4,120. Plus the 4 GRT. I'm pretty sure that means I'm making like 10 GRT per run, or just over. Which isn't bad, but still only a slow amount. So I imagine we're making 10K a run, barely, probably after fueling costs, maybe a little bit less, depending on how much we're paying in fueling costs. Comes to 10.6K. So it depends whether or not we're consuming more than $600 of fuel to do one run up and down the mountain. That's what determines whether or not I'm making 10K and is how much money I'm spending to pay for the fuel to go up and down the mountain. running in high either. Much more efficient fuel-wise than the running in high. But I have a lot more stability running in low. It is more fuel efficient and I can travel much faster running in high, even with the heavy load. Those large gears definitely help with fuel efficiency. Ooh, a fellow trucker going up. Seems like they're still in the starter truck, but they seem to have a decent load. I wonder if they're going to need any help going up. Yeah, we're making 12 PS per run. Yeah, that's speed up crazy because he was pulling on me. I didn't think I was gonna make 8K, 4 GRC, 3,000. That's a solid payout just for quickly running out here. That's why you want to grab those. That's what those black question marks on the mini-map are. Well, not mini-map, but on the map. Flat out and high with no load, just 43 liters per hour. That's so little. That's a higher payout than either of our two loads offer. That's literally 3/4 what both the loads make together. Because we need a repair. Because we love these. We're not gonna go get that. That'd be way too big of a hassle for us to care about. Everything is a really good rig to buy as just a truck that you don't want to have to worry about putting any work into. This is a good rig for that. You can just buy it and literally use it the way it comes. This is the way it comes. There's no power upgrades done, no tire upgrades, no extra protection, not even a paint job. Just bone dry the way it came. And it runs quite nicely. Of course, there's things that run better than it, but for what you pay for it, it runs quite nicely. If you know the right lines, you can climb up the mountain with quite a bit of ease. Click that, you son of a bitch. I tried to click disengage dis. It clicks the fucking low range gears. Like, holy shit, that almost killed us. That was a shit show. Like, goddamn. I clicked one thing and clicked the other, and it's like, well, you motherfucker. Make us pay an extra repair bill. Okay, you won't notice. We're still going to have more than what we started with when we started recording, so. And we're making good progress in XP as well. Ooh, that is something we should compare with our next load. We can see how much XP the roadblocks give. And compare them to how much XP the higher level heavyweight trailers give. Find out which of the heavyweight trailers gives us the most XP. I thought he was about to drive off the cliff. I'm just like, buddy, whoa, you don't have to go that far. It looked like he was about to turn and drive off the cliff. It's like, dude, you're fine. I did try to get it to downshift, but it apparently missed the downshift button. Oh well. Even 88 meters an hour isn't bad when you're diff lock and all-wheel drive. It wants to. see how much XP we get with you. Like, you would be 100% at fault with the solution that happened. But do you need help? Let's drop this off, and let's just see if he needs help. Go over to him with the repair unit, maybe? Right, you're left out. You got damage to the ground, it's probably ran out of fuel. If I take the fuel unit, I probably won't be able to make that run. XP that I got because I was efficient. fuel. If he doesn't need fuel, we'll see if he needs repair. Okay, now we'll go grab repair kit. Get him a repair. Damn it. And you're okay. Cool. I didn't see the chat of him saying he was eating his food, but interesting spot to park to eat your food. However, he did do the refuel, and it paid us. But it's always good to just stop and see if people need help if they're sitting on the side of the road like that. just follow him up and see he gets up. He got that heavy load to go uphill. Yep, that's why you sit off to the side like this. Walk it inside. Letting you use winch train if you need. I know how heavy that hill is to pull up here, and it's not fun. It's very, quite some trouble doing that. Unless you four-wheel drive. Walking the road. You see how I'm off the side here? Are they trying to say I don't have enough money? We have 142,000. Or is the repair? It shouldn't be too small of a repair, though. I'm confused. Not only repair so much with one unit. That's why I stopped. I know the both of them, when they were passing me, were probably like, why are you sitting here? That's exactly why. I'm here to give assistance when it's needed. If I see it, I stop. If I see there's a possible need for assistance, I stop. When you were coming too fast, you had to hit that in order to come to a stop. So you submitted yourself this time. You shouldn't have gotten alongside me, blocking the way of oncoming, and you shouldn't have been going as fast as you were going. Yes, no. Okay. Now I have to figure out a way. I don't know what my only idea is that maybe somehow I don't have the repair points necessary to repair. Y'all are on one. We have far more than 1,000. This is much more stable coming down, going over those the way back to walking up and stopping up on the bump. this. Turn around it. We're fine. Don't worry about it. So maybe now we'll be able to return that truck. We'll see. It's a literal drag race the entire fucking race. The fact that I crashed and I'm still ahead is like, the amount that I'm ahead is actually kind of insane. Oh, I'm not even full throttle. Damn it. Oh, you're cutting me off. I'm staying in my lane. Now you crash. Let's try to repair. Yay, I've repaired. Okay. Maybe he's got the same thing I had. I don't know. Or maybe he just didn't take any damage from that crash. That was great though. Side by side race the entire way down. they go. That was very fun. This rig is a nice truck. Did 143 even after our damages and refuel costs. We made some good money. We'll have to review the footage to find out which of the two trailers, whether the repair trailer gives better XP or the roadblocks, but you guys as well can review the footage if you want to know. Well, if you've gotten this far, you already saw where both of the ones were. Our last haul, we did the repair trailer, and the one before it was roadblocks, I think. Unless we did 2 repair trailers at the last one, but I won't be surprised if Server 1 gets filled up fully very quickly, because there's 4 people in there, and Lost Town is a great grinding map. That's why you see most new players running, not Lost Light, Lost Town. Because if you run the spawn point, if it doesn't matter if you run the mountain one, you can run the mountain one. We showed video of us running the mountain one a while back. We ran the mountain one with, by the mountain one I'm referring to our drop-off point. The one we were just running, where we were running up the mountain and then back down the mountain, you can run that with the starter truck without any upgrades if you're running the light load. Run the level 1 lightest load, just that way you're getting paid for the uphill. And then on the downhill, you bring your heaviest load and you just take it easy. And once you've gotten onto the bridge, then you can put down full power until you get back to the delivery station. Now, you'll always see people cutting in and out the wrong way of the station. It's actually a one-way. So that's why you see every other player just go in the wrong way, just because it's faster. But you'll see me always go in through the entrance and out through the exit, because there's one entrance and one exit to that station, and there's a reason for that. And if you don't know the reason for that, I'm going to tell you. It's traffic control. And the reason is, if I'm coming in with 17,000 pounds behind me, and you're leaving out that same entrance with a few thousand-pound load on you because you're running uphill, who's gonna win when it comes to slowing down and stopping? Because I'm telling you right now, my 17,000 pound load is gonna hit you like a fucking wrecking ball. So yeah, it's best to just go out through the exit, go in through the entrance, avoid going out through the entrance and in through the exit, because you risk getting completely obliterated, especially going out through the entrance, because that station is the lowest point of the map. It is flat ground. Both of the other stations are uphill from it. That means the people coming in through that entrance are going to be having their heavy load. You're going out through that entrance. You're going to have your light load. That way you're able to make it up the mountain. And if you think that you can slip past a massive trailer that's 17,000 pounds, or that they can slow down from 20 kilometers an hour instantly, good luck. It's not likely. Can you? Maybe. Depends. But you should just generally avoid it, because if you end up in a situation where someone's coming in at the exact same time that you're going out, it's most likely going to be a head-on collision. And if you're the one going out, you're most likely going to lose. Because the guy who's coming in is most likely going to have the heavier load. And whoever's got more weight is going to do more damage. Especially when the weight load is probably twice what you're likely to have, because most new players are using the starter truck. I believe that dump bed with the gravel in it, I believe that's a 12,000 weight load. We're hauling 17.8. Sometimes we're hauling 21. So sometimes we're just barely shy of double what that one guy with the dump bed was running. And that's a heavy load. That's gonna, well, it just almost double your weight. You're not gonna win that fight, right? So always take note. Go out through the exit, in through the entrance. It's the best way to avoid accidents and just have proper traffic control. They set it up that way intentionally. The exit, unless you're going back up towards the spawn, is a faster exit. The entrance, if you go in through the actual entrance, you have to slow down and make that turn, which helps control traffic of speed. Because if I'm coming in, I'm most likely going to be coming in a lot slower than the people going out. But I'm also the one with the heavy load. So even if I were to be at a dead stop and you were to hit me full force, you wouldn't push me back very far. It would be your truck taking the brunt of the damage too. But that who takes the brunt of the damage, that actually varies depending on your truck. If you have a stronger truck than me, then I'm taking the brunt of the damage. But most of the time, people have lighter units than this, because if you run the top line, all of the RA3s are lighter than this. The 130s, all three of the 130s are lighter than this. The 157 is about equal. The 509 is lighter. The 133H is lighter. The 4327 is lighter. The Kamaz is probably equal to or heavier. I'd say probably equal to. The Kamaz 4350 is lighter. All the 4x4s are going to be lighter. If you're a 4x4 running against a 6x6, you're going to be lighter. The GMC M35, that would probably fuck me up. that would probably fuck up my shit pretty badly. Oh, we got another new Peterbilt. Fuck yeah. They separated that line now. The 281 is only rear-wheel drive, and the 379 is 6x6. I want both of them. I want that M35. If I had to pick just one truck, I'd probably pick that M35 GMC. I really like those. I do want to get to that. But first, we are getting our 133H, because it doesn't cost us any GRT. And then we're going to go for the Viking. I'm going to put the 509 on hold. Not worry about the 4327 for now, even though the 4327 is the stepping stone to probably one of the best four-wheel drive units you can get out of the lineup over here. Not going to the super overly expensive ones on the left here, I mean. Just out of curiosity, how much is this? 7 million. 12,000 GRT. That's stupid insane. that 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 blower looks so out of place. Just the entire truck rigged and beaten, and then the blower, nice, shiny, brand new. Like, it's just so odd to see that sticking out, just super shiny. It's like, oh yeah, we just detailed the motor. And it's like, what happened to detailing the rest of the truck? You guys just went and polished the engine and motor, that way it looks clean under the hood, but then you close the hood and it just looks like shit. Old, rusted, beaten paint. But polished, super shiny supercharger. Don't worry about it. Like, that's quite interesting. Look at the suspension travel on this, though. That's so good. For a 133, that is so good. It's factory tire setup. And it's got that travel. This will probably be our most often used 6x6 until we get to that GMC. While the 43206 is a really, really good four-wheel drive unit, the one four-wheel drive that might actually surpass it is the Chevy Viking. I don't know. I have to get it to find out. I'd have to have both of them. But if I were to take bets at which one has better hauling performance, I'd say the Chevy probably outdoes the 43206. Most likely, I would assume. Just, I don't know, I feel like this Chevy has probably got more power and probably better weight distribution for hauling. But we'll see. We're getting close to having our 133H, and then we'll go after that Chevy. And then get to that GMC and get down that Peterbilt line. And then we'll get back to our others. But that's where I'm going to wrap this up for now. Next time, we should hit level 25 and get our new trailer. So hopefully we can get to that and have some fun with whatever the new load is, and hopefully start making a little bit better pay. Pay increase is always nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the bit we did for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.